Okay. Then we please Pak Jeffrey Mulyono to deliver his speech and also information about the Indonesian mining updates. Pak Jeffrey, please.
Okay, thank you, Pak Tito. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen who are in Minsk and in Moscow, and good afternoon for those who are in Singapore, Surabaya, and Jakarta. Very pleased to have this opportunity to discuss about the opportunity of our mutual cooperation between these two countries. As you know, probably that Indonesia is consists of 17,000 islands and number of tribe, and also we have 200 more than 270 million people, and a lot of mineral available in this country, a lot of other opportunity possible in this country like agriculture, forestry, not so much anymore, but then tourism, then industry. Our government is striving to have better availability of electricity, so it will encourage the industrialization in over area, not only in Java Island, which is the most populated island, but also in Kalimantan, Sumatra, and Papua, and some other places like Sulawesi, etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Indonesia uh, is very interesting country to watch for you and to get the opportunity. Nothing is easy to start on, but I think the opportunity is there. For those manufacturer of equipment like heavy equipment, construction equipment, uh, agriculture equipment, Indonesia is a good market to develop your opportunity and also to start on industrialization. But you must know the competition. Like for example, I will move on to the other object later on. For example, heavy equipment, construction and mining equipment, we have several brands that already famous in this country. To compete with them, I think the most important thing is to show the ability, the capability to do the product support. Because once the company buy the expensive equipment, they need to have assurance that the equipment will run for number of years. They cannot stop because waiting for support, for spare part, for technician, etc. So that is a competition of heavy equipment and construction equipment. If you are talking about agriculture equipment, the challenge is different. Most our farmer is very familiar with traditional planting, very traditional farmer, except of the plantation company like palm oil, rubber, etc. But for those who are intensively need this equipment, they used to run the farming using a manual activity. So if we are going to market this, we must came in with a project of developing the mechanical farming. If not, then this market will be very small. If we are talking about the other aspect like palm oil, rubber, etc., the needs of the equipment is not that much because they need the equipment only on salting. But once they are harvesting, they do with different devices. Industrial forestry, of course, need the log scatter, different than the agriculture equipment. And also Indonesia, because of the high population people, where we are aware about the bonus demography that are coming to our country, where in 2020, 2035 until 2040 is the peak of the bonus demography of the working generation. So we are now striving to educate them to have the ability to adopt new technology coming to the country. So for this sense, Indonesia is very open for investment activity. So of course, the opportunity to to market the product, to sell into the country itself, and for exporting. So I believe Belarus and Indonesia can cooperate together to find any opportunity in uh, starting up the relationship. I understand number of company from Belarus already start on the uh, trading activity here, like Belastruck, Belarus agriculture equipment, and etc. So I believe our government, hopefully our government officer agree with my statement. Our government is very supporting to invite all the investors from overseas to start on in this country. But again, the 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 entry barrier is not easy. If you refer to the history of industrialization in Indonesia back in early 70s, 80s, where the Japanese start on the industrialization in the country, there is number of objection because the working behavior is different, etc. But after that, the business is growing well. Now, China entering into this country with number of industrialization and also to joint venture with our local business player to start on smelter for nickel, and then thinking of producing the battery for electricity mobile equipment, etc. So back again to the intention of my explanation today is not a number. I think the number will be delivered later on by Patito Loho in number of statistical number. But for me, I want to deliver that Indonesian opportunity for Indonesian and Belarusian is there. It's not easy, but possible. And when you can penetrate nicely, it will grow big. But again, we must know how to start on every individual business. Oil, for example, we are having oil, but not so much compared to Middle East countries. But oil also need to be developed in this country to fulfill our own needs. Of course, in the near future, the renewable energy and the substitution energy is developing by our country, but it won't be reducing the production of oil become zero. Coal, for example, today we are striving to reduce the CO2 emission for not using coal directly. But I believe the opportunity of having coal beneficiation, the downstream industry is there, and number which are not yet developed. Today, I think we are talking about demethylator to produce uh, DMA for replacing LPG, for reducing our importation. We are thinking about producing methanol. We are thinking about producing more fertilizer. I believe other country also need to import fertilizer from our country, because in the past, fertilizer is producing in this country for our own farmer. But when we can produce more, I think fertilizer can be exporting too. Sulfur is available everywhere. Nickel, gold, copper, uh, iron, and many other commodities. Cement industry, of course, is another opportunity for people to came in into the industry. I understand cement market is now fulfilled already by our production capacity, but for export is still open. Uh, I think number of other opportunities. Rubber, Indonesia is famous with one of the biggest rubber producer in the world, because rubber is not 100% replaceable by the other chemical component, because we still need natural rubber for having a standard industrial. So rubber is also is a need. The point is how we can cooperate this running business with number of population that we have in the country. We have the opportunity to educate our people to adapt to new technology, new investment, new approach. By then, we are now striving to educate more and more people to adapt to this changing. I think, ladies and gentlemen, uh, I hope Belarus and Indonesia can cooperate together to find out which opportunity is suitable for Belarus and which opportunity is available in Indonesia, and we can start on uh, developing those issues, those opportunity, and catch up into fruitful result. Uh, I'm not too sure about the tourism. Indonesia is very rich of tourism object these days because of the pandemic. Tourism is not so favorable, but pandemic will be end one time, not in a month, probably in years, but it will end, and then we can have the opportunity to come back to normal life. So if Belarus also having the competence of investment in the tourism activity, I think it is open also for your people. I think that's what can I deliver the good opportunity for our cooperation. We hope that this is not a starting actually, but this is the starting period where we can start on thinking and finding solution, and we can encourage also the existing your existing business cooperation with Indonesian players, how to encourage them, how to enrich them, how to make more beneficial from that. I think that what can I deliver. Thank you very much for your attention, and hope that we can see the growing of this, the trade industry of this uh, two country will be growing well. I think that's Patito what can I can deliver, and hopefully the webinar will be giving a good result this afternoon. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the information, Pak Jeffrey. It's very enlightenment, yeah, very enlightenment all of us based on the information that Pak Jeffrey gave. Yeah, the message is the possibility is very good. The opportunity is very big, but of course we have to work hard to reach that opportunity. Become
Exactly.
big. Yeah. Okay.